How to improve listening skills. I'll tell you one of the best ways to improve your listening in this video. I'm gonna share with you the technique I used to improve my listening. To be frank, this technique works. And I wish I had known this technique a lot sooner. Because it's easy to do and quite effective. Let's get started. First, let's talk about why most people fail to improve their listening. Improving your listening skills, like others, takes time. It's a long-term process. But most people forget that, or they just don't know. So when they practice listening, they use methods that are inconvenient, something that is not easy to do. So it's impossible for them to keep it up doing that for a long time. As a result, most people quit before they get any results. But how do I consider this? Well, I guess this because I've made the same mistake. I've tried several methods that were inconvenient, like watching the same movie twice, with subtitles first and then without the subtitles. It was so boring, and I quit after the fourth movie. Also, I tried listening and then writing down what I heard. But that was too much work, and I was too busy. So, let's take this back to you. How do you make sure that I don't fail like I did? Well, if you wanna succeed, the method you use must be convenient. It must be easy to do. Unless it is, you'll probably quit before you see an improvement. So, let me share with you the most convenient way to improve your listening. It's really simple. Download a lot of listening materials or use it online, on your phone or other devices. Now, the best listening materials are the ones where people are just talking naturally. They are just having real conversations. When you apply this kind of materials, you're listening a lot of common, everyday words that people use in real life. The next step is to listen to the materials. But here's the key. Do not do it in your free time. Instead, do it when you are already doing something else. Something that doesn't require much of your attention. Listen to the materials while commuting, while you wait in a line, while you're exercising, and so on. Use those times to practice listening, so that you don't have to spend extra time. Why do we have to do this? Well, the reason is that we want to make it convenient. When it's easy to do, you're likely to do it for a long time. The thing is that is imitation the English-speaking environment. That's cool opportunity to get used to real conversational situations with native speakers. It will ever help you to start to think in English quicker and prepare for IELTS or other exams. And what more importantly, for real life. And if you do it long enough, your listening skills are going to definitely improve. Now, let me show you something that might shock you. Let's compare this technique with watching movies, which is how many people improve their listening. If you start using this technique today, and if you do it for 30 minutes per day, 1 year from now, you will have listened to 10,950 minutes of real English conversations. That's pretty a lot of listening. And because you are not doing it in your free time, the amount of extra time spent is zero. That's awesome. What about watching movies? First of all, in a movie there isn't a conversation or dialogue in every part, right? If you watch an action movie, you might see a fight scene, an explosion, a car chase scene, and so on and so forth. So let's say that on average, the length of a movie is 100 minutes. 50% of those are conversations, but the rest is something else. If you watch for a movie a week or 208 movies a year, in 1 year, you will have listened to 10,400 minutes of fake English conversations. Now, here's the worst part. Because each movie is 100 minutes long, this method requires you to spend as much as 20,800 minutes of your free time. This is really sad. So let's compare the two methods side by side. Now, I have a question for you. If you use this technique instead of watching movies, and you save over 20,000 minutes per year, How would you spend these 25 minutes? Reading English books to increase your vocabulary, practicing speaking, obeying everything, or maybe something else? Leave in the comment section and let me know. So now you know the power of this technique. Let me repeat something significant. Remember, this is a long-term process. It takes time, of course, so please be patient. Fortunately, now you know this technique. Well, I know that you'll succeed. Thanks for watching, guys. And remember, get better day by day.